we're ready to start putting the movement back together again now. First up, we'll start off with the great wheels. We'll put them into place, align the end of the arbor into that hole there. It's a bit tight, but that's got it. Now put the other side on, same thing, line the arbor into the hole, and they both work all right. All right, we'll start putting the parts in now. I've done the other two bushings on the front and the back plate. I was going to use a cutting broach to do that, to show you how to do that. Some friends down the road have got a Russian-made clock that they were given as a wedding present, and the anniversary is coming up and they'd like to have the clock repaired. It hasn't been working for some time apparently, and they'd like to have it repaired. So I thought I'd save a bit of time and use the bushing machine that I'm very confident with, and I've done a huge number of rebushings on it, so that saved me a fair bit of time so that I can get this movement finished and completed out of the road, and then I can get on to the other. Goes in there. Third wheel, is that sitting down? No, it's not. I have a feeling that piece goes in there. If I can get it into the bushing, it does anyway. So yeah, once I've got this sorted, I'll get on to this Russian clock and we can have a look and see what those movements look like. It's got the going side train in. Now we'll put in the strike side train. Turn the movement round. First wheel, maintenance cam is next, which goes in there. It's a bit dark down there, but yep, that's got him. Maintenance cam goes there. Warning wheel is next, which will go in there, and there will be a fly to go on there, but we won't put that in till we've set the movement up. And the escape wheel goes in through the front plate. All right, now motion works will go in there. Before I put that in, I'll show you the two cams that the J-hook works on. That little beast there. So I'll move that down a bit. It's a little bit better. Now I'll put this wheel in. Might need a pair of tweezers for that, I think, somehow. Drop through, all right. But first up, I'll check and see. The lift lever goes there. That one. So the J-hook will go in under there and in that hole there, I would imagine. That's the J-hook. Then the lift lever will go there. Yes, that is correct. In which case, this wheel here has to go in there. Drop it down underneath. And it's got to be underneath that too. All right, I'll straighten all those up and then I'll come back. I've got the top plate on now to keep an eye on that escape wheel up there. It's dropped out. So I'll put a couple of nuts on the bottom post down here to hold me in place, and I've still got to put the hammer on in there later on, but we'll start aligning the wheels as we go up. Then I'll come back and put the hammer in. All right, let's see what we've got. That's setting down a little bit better, I think, and we'll start putting some of these wheels into place. First wheel on the going side belongs in there. Now I'll have to keep an eye on that because that's going to move guaranteed, and align the escape wheel a bit so it doesn't move out. All right, first wheel on the strike side. Let's have a look at the maintenance cam. We can pull that into line. Nope, still out. The rest clicks in very nicely, but we've got to get the maintenance cam in. Yep, sitting right down the bottom there, and drop that into its pivot, which is there, and unfortunately now we've dropped the J-hook out, so I'll have to realign that, putting it back in his position, and the lift lever's out too. Just looking a bit clunky, isn't it? Yeah, the problem is the J-hook that's fallen out of its bottom bushing. I'll see if I can get that to slot back in again. Goes there, thank you very much. Now, naturally, the maintenance cam has come out, but it's pretty close. I don't think it's too badly off actually, too far off. Now both of those levers should be in place, and that one there. Alright. Maintenance cam that's giving me grief at the moment. Doesn't like being in its correct position actually. Alright, now we can align the top, which is there, and push him down just a tiny little bit. So that should now just drop out. Not meant to, it's meant to drop in. That's got him. Turn it round, a bit easier to see this way. Down a little bit. That one, and straight over to the left. This being a bit obnoxious. There should be sufficient room for it to move there. I don't know why it's giving me that much grief. It should be a simple pull up like it was before until it dropped out. Alright, I'll put a nut on this pillar here. Hopefully that'll hold it a little bit. We've lost a wheel there from the other side. Second wheel, but I'll get the J-hook in place, which is there, and J-hook and lift lever, which goes there. Look like they are probably in the right place, which is always a good place to be, I guess. Okay, first wheel, second wheel's fallen out. We'll check that in a moment. And the escape wheel goes there, under there. Now there's something down there lifting the plate up. So I'll put the escape wheel in there, and I'll be back in a moment so I can turn the movement over and up and down and round about so I can see what the problem is. Well, it's getting there. I've got that lift lever in. It's jumped out again. I'll put that in again. And the rest of it's been set up in actual fact. Well, that's looking all right. The count lever's been set up. What we'll do now is I'll oil the movement and we'll make sure that it's working correctly. So for that, we're going to need some oil, strangely enough. All right. Now, I'll start off down the bottom here. 2 drops for the hammer lever and slowly work my way up the plate, oiling each pivot as we go along. Maintenance cam, second wheel. I think I've done the third wheel. Yep. Over to the going side train. That's better. Didn't get very much that time. And down to the first wheel and the couple for the main wheel on the strike side. All right. Yeah, that looks all right. All right. Turn the movement over. We'll run up this side, get it oiled. Start off with a couple for the great wheels. Then follow the train up and put a dot on each one. First wheel, we'll put a couple on the cannon pipe there, and that'll run down on the minute arbor. So that now should be right. I'll put a cap on the oil, put the oiler back into the pit, that aside. What we'll do now, using our number 6 winder, we'll put a little bit of tension on the springs so we can check to make sure that everything is working correctly. Alright, that's running pretty well. I'll slow it down a little bit. Now we'll wind this spring up a little bit so we can check the count lever. Make sure it's working properly. Okay, what do we got? Where's our winder? Here we go. We can see the count lever moving up and down. It's running round. Wind it up a little bit more. All right, I got the movement sorted now. The J-hook kept falling out, but we got it right this time, I think. All right, let's check to make sure that we've set up our 3 options correctly. I'll flick up the count lever and we'll see what we've got. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 should drop into a deep slot and stay there, and it has. All right, we'll do that once more, and then once this is done, I'll then have to straighten up the hammer lever, which is bent out of position at the moment, but I'll put it onto a test stand and we'll see it running there. There we go. That's got that right. I'll come in a bit closer so you can see that working. I'll flip the count lever up. That's 1 o'clock. 1:30. Finished. Flip it again. There we go. We've got it working. Very good. All right, I'll take this out, set it up in a test stand, and then we'll have a look at it.